Welcome back. You're still watching Entertainment TV live on Metro Television. So our guest started off as a dancer in senior high school, went on into a music reality show, and the rest was history. Today our guest is none other than Andrew Nikomi Otu, popularly known as Mr. Drusille. And whenever we see each other, we fight. It's yeah. I think it started in 2020.
Why do you keep fighting me? I don't understand.
XYZ.
I'm here for peace.
Remember?
I'm here for peace.
Yes, anyway.
We love peace.
But how are you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm also
As you can
good.
tell, I'm doing very great. Yeah. With that
Fine.
the head and everything.
This
Yeah.
one actually had to go there. but let's talk. We've seen you have your new song
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
But then we'll talk about that. But then let's go back. I'll start from 2021.
Yeah.
A very remarkable year for you. You had a very busy, phenomenal year.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back-to-back hits.
Yeah.
And then 2022, you sort of was a bit inactive on scene. Even though you served us with Diana. Yes.
Diana Better.
Yeah.
I did one project with FBS, and then
Yeah.
it did really, really well as well.
But
We dropped 2 shots as well featuring Medical. So it was normal. It was a normal year.
it was a normal,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like 2021.
No. It was the same. It's just that people just didn't catch up that much.
Oh,
you understand?
okay.
Yeah, it's about catching up, honestly. Yeah, sometimes we did go at some speed where the people for just catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were doing our thing.
But why was there a difference in the year? Why weren't they catching up?
So you'd realize that from the releases I was doing in 2021 up to 2022, you could tell the difference.
Yeah.
Right? So when you look at Diana, you could, or when you look at Better is basically a reggae song. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like testing the waters. You understand?
Okay.
Because I don't want to be stuck in a box where I can't experiment with other type of sounds.
Yeah.
You get it? So that's what I was doing in 2022. And people loved it. There are people that have told me, yo, Charlie, that your Better song is great. There are people that don't love my other songs, but they love Better.
Okay.
There are people that love Diana, but they don't love this year kind of vibe. They don't want the Seke kind
Who
of
doesn't
vibe.
like this year?
There are people that don't.
They don't like- okay.
They don't like
Yeah.
the fast
Pop,
tempo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just like it cool on the
flow
low.
and-
Yeah. You see, so they give the on our fans that diverse.
Every aspect of it.
Exactly. So probably to you, no, it might feel like, oh, he
It
wasn't.
drew, like, inactive.
Yeah. But Charlie, some people they enjoy on one side.
Yeah. That's
Exactly.
But how has that informed your choice of releasing songs now?
Honestly, I'm just very very careful about what I release. I'm also very picky because the songs that there are a lot. You understand? It's about what you release at a point in time that would, and also what you want to do as an artist or where you want to head to. Usually, you would want to go on a very straight path, and then you realize that Charlie, make her enter this side small, so that it gives that appeal or win this kind of fans, and then Charlie, the money there to make her grab here small.
Yeah.
So you just have to sit back and watch Charlie. The way that thing they go there, if in the next 2 years I might end up just playing some small shows. If you won't grab the big ones too, the type of songs to
Other
put out.
people won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when releasing those kind of songs, do you have these award schemes in mind as well? That, okay, this particular song should get me Artist
Yeah.
of the Year or
Yeah.
Popular Song of the Year?
I think that the only time that I would have like a scheme in mind is when I'm targeting like a songwriter of the year or something,
Okay.
or record of the year, that kind of thing. Yeah, like let's say my song with Kwabna Fo, which I feel like should have been in record of the year.
Yes, it
a while
should.
ago.
Like,
I know.
it should.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened. Apparently, it didn't make it to the
But it's
cut
submitted.
off.
You-
Yeah. But apparently, it didn't make it. I was like, okay, cool.
It's one of those things.
Yeah.
But then again, most of your songs also seem more commercial
Yeah.
than being a regular or any other form of something, but it's more commercial. What's the goal? I understand that money must be made,
Yeah.
though, but what's the goal?
Okay, I wouldn't say most of my songs, probably just my singles. But if you listen to my album,
Right.
you'd realize that there are songs that you could literally sit down and then like dissect and then have deeper meanings or
Yeah.
deeper connections with them. You understand? It's quite unfortunate that these type of songs are not really the loud
there,
ones.
right.
Yeah, they are the ones that somebody might introduce to you whilst they are home or they're driving in their car or something. And I like it like that. Sometimes some of the songs don't need to be loud. It's not all of them that need to be. Some of them, they can get a lot of streams, but they are not really loud out there. And the streams are where the money is. You get
Right.
it? Yeah, and then some of the fans too, them, they are not loud. They like it very calm, like I said.
The matured ones.
Yeah.
But you are one artist who works very hard ever since you made a decision to step into the
that's it.
spotlight.
Yeah.
You have been working back to back to back, and your effort has been great. If you are to describe how your journey has been, let's say I give you options, possible answers, would you say it has been incredible, it has been worthwhile, or it has been a step-by-step work in progress?
Step by step work in progress, and it's still in progress because I feel like there's more I can do and there's more to be done. Like, I mean, yeah, I haven't done like, let's say 40% of what I am capable of.
What
I
you can
haven't-
give us.
Yeah, I feel like I can give Ghanaians more than.
What was the
even
picture
make-
like? The picture.
The picture is like. The
The
picture is
100%
like.
picture.
Yeah, the 100% picture is like Africa's greatest entertainer. You understand? So, Africa's greatest entertainer, performer. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, like in the next 5 years, Drew is one of the best performers from Africa, and you can bet your last on it that if you put Drew on an international stage, everybody go run away. You get it? So that's the plan.
But talking about performances, do you think it's because you know how to dance very well, you even started as a dancer? Is that what sets you apart? Because the last year, VGMA, you performed and a lot of people were impressed. You were one of the top performances of the night. People were excited about it. Apart from that other performance, we see that you do really well.
Yeah.
What does the magic for you?
I would say the dance that plays a big part because that's what sets me apart from everybody else. Aside that, I've got good music. And yeah, the vocals is there. It's there. I wouldn't try and bluff and say, oh, it's 100%. I'm not gonna lie to the people. It's not 100%, but we try and we're still learning. You get it? Yeah. Same with, I know that there are other people that are still learning, even if you think that they are good.
Yeah.
You get it? People are always learning. Even Beyonce is always learning. You get it? Yeah. And she's the queen. You understand? So we're always learning. The dance, the music is good, and even the way I get on stage, interact with my fans whilst I'm performing with them, you know, a little joke here and there. The whole vibe around Mr. Drew is different. You get it? That's why I feel like when it comes to my performances, it's just different. Everybody is, if I feel like if I put in 100%, people wouldn't mind paying like 1,000 Ghana cedis to come watch because they know that it's going to be worth it. Drew, when you come to Drew's show, you're gonna get something. It's not just sit there and go.
Right.
You get, like you come, you watch. You watch like a whole movie. We have a beginning, we have a middle, we have an end.
Like an experience.
And that's what I'm gonna be doing this year. I'm looking at a very planned show, paid show, but a very planned show where every song has its own set. It's gonna be like giving like 80s vibe. Like something.
It will be given.
It will be given. So we're working on a lot of things. Yeah.
Wow. You know, the music scene is very competitive, but like all what you have said, you have plans to do a lot of things. How do you manage to stay on top of the competition, although the scene is very competitive?
I think that you just have to approach it from a very honest point that this is what you are as an artist. This is what you can attract. This is the number of people you can pull. Once you're true to that, it makes you very firm and like, you know that, Charlie, this be what I'm capable of. You can't be like, you know that when there's a big wind, nothing will just push you on the side. Yeah. You know, say, this is what you give the people all the time. So you just have to keep building, reinventing yourself all the time. And that's it. You don't have to really think about the competition side. You just have to like, Charlie, reinvent yourself all the time. That energy, use it to reinvent. And that's what I think that has helped a lot of the artists out there that are doing good for like the past 10 years, reinventing themselves, and people love it. So yeah, Charlie, and it costs a lot to reinvent yourself. Like, come as a different person all the time. A lot of thinking. So yeah, that's it.
Your 2021 album, that was Alpha.
Yeah.
It had 12 tracks.
Yeah.
And it had amazing features from Nigeria, Ghana, in between everything. Dope album. Every time an artist decides to release a record, they have a record or an album or an EP, they have a reason. At that particular moment, what was your reason for releasing that album?
Okay, so I felt like I had to give the people a different kind of Mr. Drew, and I did, because at that point people hadn't heard me sing a type of or some kind of being on like a kind of vibe or a type of beat, because we had released Dre, we had released Later, Eat with Stonebwoy, and people were waiting for more. You get it. So at that point, Charlie, we forgive them different vibes, and that was the whole aim, to give the people more songs to feed off.
Okay.
Would you say it served its impact and you attained the goal of letting them know what the brand stands for?
We did our best, and for those who cherish that album, they know what we are capable of. They know that Mr. Drew put out a very good album, and it's like a bragging right. Yeah. If they ask, by your man, which kind of songs? Oh, go listen to the album. You go, then you know where, or the range of Mr. Drew. You get it, what he's capable of. So for that one, there's always there. When you ask about Mr. Drew, go listen to him. You see, yeah.
When you listen to commentary from some of the other folks in the industry from back in the days, as we do singles now, for them they released straight albums, right? And so for young artists like yourselves, if you keep releasing singles, and they ask him, the people they won't do albums, like that doesn't classify as a musician. Did it get to you, that you are dropping one song at a time, then Mr. Drew album, only album I show to me album, like did it get to you?
Not really, but I felt like the album was necessary. It had to come. It was a necessity. If you're doing really, really well, people are giving you their ears. Just give them more. You get it, and then from there you could take your time and then do even more other projects. So this year I was planning on releasing an EP, which is still gonna come, but I was planning on dropping that first. Like my first release was gonna be an EP, but I had to change my mind because I felt like it wasn't ready yet. So I'm still working on that whilst I drop the singles.
A transition to music. I mean, we watched some of the videos that I Samba. I can say we were like
He had hair and
they didn't make it easy for you to get into, because at that time you've danced for a couple of the artists, you got to know them. It didn't make it easier for you to get inside.
No, it didn't make it easier. It actually made it difficult, because like, let's say you know somebody that works under you, and now the person's trying to get in your that same space, and then you'll be called a colleague. You're human. You would feel some way about it. So,
and I think you have an extra talent too. That's the dancing. So you might get on stage and be able to be better.
Exactly. So I didn't get it easy at all. I had to rebrand. I had to like stop the dance totally, and then like do more of the music so that people understand that he's serious about it. Imagine I was just doing more of the dance in my music. It'll be like, he's just doing dance music. Yeah, he's just for the dancers. But right now, people actually love the music for the music. It's music, the dance.
So is that why we have like a double of you? Like you have a double ganga. Even though people say I'm experimental with sounds and everything, we have every aspect of you. But honestly, which side do people enjoy more of you? Is it the four with the kwabena attitude, or the this year? Which one? And which one do you also like?
Honestly, I think that I like the full
side.
The full side, because it just gives me a different angle to how I want to approach my creativity. Like I see myself as a very different person when I'm doing sounds like that. So I'll definitely choose that. For the dance part, I've done it, so it's normal. But like seeing myself, seeing myself create that type of music, I'm like, hey, but that'd be wild.
Four is a very
and the beat just came to my mind. Bang, bang.
it's very good. They should have taken record of the year. I
Well,
still stand by that.
well.
But there's
Ghana
something
with
I've also realized about your music, especially when you collaborate with other musicians.
Yeah.
You are sometimes, though someone featured you in the music, we feel like you have rather featured the person and all that. So I'm wondering, how are you able to dominate on somebody else? How do you do it?
What's the plan in the
That's
first
the
place?
way-
Oh,
The
like,
first place that
in the first
the guy
place.
can't feature me, so
Yeah.
make her keep on cool.
Oh,
Make
my
her-
kind.
Yeah.
Okay, so usually I just go all out for all my features. I don't see it as it's just a feature. I see it as it's my song too, so I need to push it as much. That's what I do. And at the end of the day, if it does well, I feel like everybody's gonna benefit, right? So yeah, if you feature me, I'm gonna push it 100%. Especially if I don't have any project I'm pushing at that moment, I'll go 100% for
like
you.
what you did with FBS.
Yes, because Joe is a critical example.
Yeah.
At the time,
And
I
also
love that
Icho.
song.
I forgot
Yeah, Icho.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that song. I really
You know,
love that.
for that one, the FBS song,
Yeah.
I was telling, was it Najo at the VGMA that it was Master Ghazi's opening
Yeah.
of his place.
Yeah.
That was when you guys performed it.
Yeah, and I told the people that it's gonna be
was gonna be
crazy.
a hit.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
gonna be a hit, and true too. Like I get videos all the time, and I think that's the highest TikTok challenge I've ever involved myself in. That's over like 300,000 videos.
Wow.
Submissions. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. So big shout outs to FBS. They also put in their 100%, and I love that.
When they
Yeah.
hit you up, what was the feeling like? Okay, so they have been away for a very long time, and they are counting on an artist like you, you know,
Yeah.
someone who really would be a younger person in the
Yeah.
space. Like, Charlie, make you help me, make
Yeah.
we come back stronger. What was the strategy for it?
I felt really honored, honestly. I didn't expect it because they just hit me up and were like, Charlie, Moku knock something. Then really they love my style. They've been studying me for a while, and then they love it. And I think that they had seen me perform at one show that I was at. I performed, and then I think that they saw from there. So they told me that, Charlie, they support my stuff, and definitely we should work sometime. But then VGMA around that time was approaching. I was like, Charlie, why don't we do something crazy? Then later we can release the song. And that was how come we did that performance at last year's VGMA.
Right.
And yeah, the song came in. It actually did what I told them it would do. I told them it was gonna be crazy, and it did happen too. Yeah, and then they got some nominations too.
Yeah,
Best
they-
collaboration,
yeah.
best Afro pop song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not easy. Like
Yeah.
people that have been out of the industry for a very long time, they come back and then their first song is a hit song.
It's a
So
hit.
it's mad.
I mean, all
Yeah.
thanks to you.
I mean, on the red carpet, they said they were hoping to take the collaboration.
Collaboration,
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
mentioned
Yeah,
that.
they
And
mentioned that.
they
I
also
honestly think that I should have gone to collaboration of the year because some of the songs came like pretty late,
Yeah.
and then it was fresh on people's minds. So
okay.
what happens to
So like countryside.
yeah, like what
Yeah.
happens to that? You
because
understand?
this
Like-
has trended over the time.
Exactly, and it's still being played. You understand? Yeah, so it's stood the test of time.
Right.
You understand? And I feel like it should have just won best collaboration of the year. Yeah, in my opinion.
When
I
it
get
comes
it.
to promotions of your music, I see you do more of TikTok. Is it something that has taken over the other traditional way of promoting of songs for you now?
For me, I think I found a way. I found my space to promote my songs.
Okay.
COVID time, we couldn't go out. Everybody was home, and everybody was literally spending their whole life on social media.
Right.
So I found it wise that we would promote my song because you couldn't go to any radio station or to have any interviews.
Yeah.
It was all either online, Zoom or something. Yeah, so I felt like, what's the best way we could do this? Dance challenges. I started with my little brother. It started picking up, and it's been like that since. I've been doing challenges since because it works for me, so why change it? You understand? Sometimes I try to keep it on the low, try and bring something else like a sing-along, open verse.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the people want to dance still. So they'll be like, Charlie, we did wait for the challenge. We did wait for the challenge. Even the new one that I dropped, people were like, Charlie, we did wait for the challenge.
Yeah.
The challenge is out. Hey, hard, hey, hard.
No, it's hard. I yesterday I was showing it to you. The one.
There's an easy version.
Hey, Nana.
Oh, I mean, I can't dance. I understand. But I showed it to you yesterday.
Oh, I can try.
Yes.
There's an easy version, and then there's the
Difficult.
level 400.
Yeah.
But Mr. Drew, I
Yeah.
also realized something that you gel so well with Medical. You've done song, and most of your songs you did together are hits from this year to Seke, Two Shots, which I really love. What's the connection between the two of you?
For Medical is like a brother. Yeah, and I find him he's actually a very nice person. When you
we've heard
very
him.
yeah.
He was in that.
He was, yeah.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Medical is a very nice person. Very funny, very welcoming. I've been to his house a couple of times, and then he's like, "Oh, Charlie, just enjoy, just chill." We played games. I win the games with a mafia or in boys for there. You understand? I line them up with.
You lashed them.
Yeah. Oh, I lashed them all. Yeah. So they owe me self.
It's also they owe you.
No. But he's a nice person. He's a calm person, and I feel like every time we make music, the energy is there. When we're in the studio and we're making it, Charlie, the creativity is there. Everything is there. So why not? If we have to do like a whole EP or something, we'll just do it. Yeah.
I think we'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah. For now, are you? Let me go the hard way. Are you on a record label or you are an independent artist?
I'm not on a record label. I'm independent.
You're independent now, so you have actually parted ways with Highly Spiritual.
My contract expired with Highly Spiritual, so
And you didn't renew it.
no.
Okay, I'm asking on the back of now artists tend to move into the British market, UK mainstream sounds and music. I wanted to know what are the strategies, the plans lined up for you, because as an independent artist, most often if you are with a record label, it becomes a bit easier. Things are done in a manner that is suitable. Now you are doing everything by yourself. What are you doing differently? When you were on a record label, you chose to do sake of the label. Now you are independent. How are you doing things?
I'm doing things like the way I was doing on a record label. Same thing I'm doing right now. Same thing I was doing on a record label. I'm doing right now. Promoting my music, reaching out to people that can help. That's it. That was what I was doing on the label.
Yeah.
I was making music, reaching out to people that support me. You know, interviews. I was going to interviews. I was doing my TikTok videos. I was speaking to influencers. So it's the same thing.
I'm
Yeah.
also asking because in an interview you were talking about lyrics-wise, some of the things that you want to say,
Yeah.
but KY will be like, oh, let's tweak it this way a bit, like boobs and you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, there are songs that are 18 plus. You understand? Yeah. So even when you're uploading your music, they'll be like, is it clean? Is it a clean version or an explicit version? So when it comes to that, I feel like every song has its purpose, right?
Okay.
If I'm singing about sex, definitely I'll go crazy on that side. If I'm speaking about like just normal stuff, it will be normal. You get it? So that one there, we've come to that level where I'm that type of artist now where if I want to sing about this, I'll sing about it regardless. You get it? And I'd let you know that, okay, it's not for this age.
Yeah.
You get it? Or I could sing about general stuff. Yeah, that type of maturity is to that limit.
Yeah.
You get it? Like, if I want to sing about sex, I sing about sex. And I tell you, it's not clean.
Yeah.
Right.
You get it? Yeah. I mean, we are all adults here. You
Don't you think
understand?
Ghanaians are going to criticize you a lot? I mean, we act as if we don't like those kind of songs, but we listen to the foreign ones. Yeah.
People make crazy music here, and then Ghana loves it regardless.
Yeah.
People curse in their songs all the time,
True.
and then they are being healed. You get it? Yeah. People are saying stuff all the time in their songs. You understand? So
Yeah, I
it's
get it.
normal. Yeah.
But
When
I
it
think
gets to them, when they love it, they love it.
Yeah, I think Nanaya's question is also about funding, right? Because when you are in a space where yours is to get into the studio, release the songs, and there's a group of people who say that, okay, we've got this money for you, blah, blah, blah. Now, as you're doing it on your own, is it like, are you establishing a label? Because people come out from experiences.
Yeah.
Okay, they want to do things their way. So maybe Drew Entertainment, Silly Records, or something like that.
If there's a lyric, it will come. But for now, dear, we're doing things on our own.
Okay.
In terms of funding,
Yeah.
I'm working, right?
Okay.
And as far as the work is going on, the money would come.
Yeah.
You understand? If I'm making more music, I'm pushing it out there, I'm promoting it, and the music is doing well, there's gonna be money, and then I'll put that into the work.
Organizers, they pay well. I mean, when it comes to you,
you know what the name Mr. Drew pose, right? So any organizer that comes to me, you know what I'm worth. You can't come and come and mention any kind of money. Yeah.
What did took you high before? I mean, I'm saying like an organizer, you went
Like,
from
this money.
They won't
Oh
pay at the end
yeah,
of the
just
day.
once, pay me. But he them used to they do business regardless.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
and I don't want to talk about that side because every time, the couple of times that he called, I was like, Charlie, so you go pay me? I was like, bro, we go sort them out. And he was talking about another show. I'm like, but you don't pay me finish. But it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to.
We'll be going for a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll talk about tomorrow. But then let me just take this. On this same table, we're having an interesting conversation about talent management,
Yeah.
a hot topic, and we had Jeezy right in
Yeah.
that particular set.
Oh,
and
okay.
he mentioned even though you guys are okay, there's a bit of a situation that you guys are trying to solve in terms of funding and a whole lot of things. Have you solved that issue? And moving forward, since he's a talent manager, are you hoping to still come back, have a cordial relationship, and just move forward and just work?
Okay, for him or anything that has to do with that manager, I wouldn't want to speak about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Since
wouldn't
there are
want to
issues, but you wouldn't want to say
speak
it.
about it. Is it because it's in
Whatever
court?
it is, I don't want to speak
Is it
about
because
it.
it's in court?
No. I don't want to speak about anything
Okay.
concerning that issue. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
Can I ask my question before we go for the break?
And you ask. We know the question you ask.
I mean, I'm just looking at you, and I mean, these lookalikes that have popped up.
I knew
You
that
see,
was
if I heard that question,
I need to.
I think I can't go for a break.
Like, no, Mr. Drew, I'm trying to find out whether if you've come out to say anything about them, but so far,
For Drew?
Nah, I haven't spoken
Yeah.
about
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Why haven't you said anything about? Are you okay with the way they are going about? Mr. Drew lookalike and
Nothing concerns you.
like you're okay.
Honestly, okay, well, it has its downside and the downside and then
positive
the
side,
upside.
bro.
Yeah.
For the upside, for somebody who hasn't heard of Mr. Drew, looking at the amount of publicity that was given to them by huge media houses, which I was pretty shocked, is because
Might not be to the original.
Yeah.
because even the originals, people know they support them like that.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
if they look alike of the original, people they give them that loud.
That platform.
Exactly. So then that side, I found it very
Vexing.
disheartening. You get it? Yeah, but somebody who hasn't heard Mr. Drew before, Mr. Drew, okay, Mr. Hey, Sakuran. You get. And then the down part is the fact that they were making money out of it. Like they were saying that they were charging people for blah blah blah, and I feel like that shouldn't be done. You get it? Yeah, if you're messing around, you're playing around, look alike, fine, but don't overdo it. Yeah, don't overdo it to the extent where you're taking money on behalf of an artist, or then it moves into like legal stuff where we have to deal with you legally. But
For now, you're
then
okay.
again, I know where I'm from. I know Ghana. It's gonna pass in a few.
Yeah.
it did,
Yeah.
and it did too. So
You.
Okay, I cannot sell.
No, but the guy is actually very calm.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk.
But like,
he's met me before. He was at Sele concert last year.
So it's a fun as well.
And and then I think that we had closed the concert, and he came to take pictures with me and my family members as well. And
Your family members, for him to let your family members know that I look like
so I think that I saw an interview where he was like, I've introduced him to my family members, blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, but
You
cool
don't
down,
say.
you dey play,
It's
like
not that
you just
deep.
play, yeah. So at a point I felt like, it was just a phase, you understand? Yeah, but if the money side, they should just calm down.
just-
Yeah, because
calm
if
down.
at what point would you say that enough is enough? Like, you guys need to stop.
when it like the money side and then like
Impersonation.
Now they're taking 500 though.
Yeah.
But I think they've stopped. I think they stopped because I don't hear about.
Oh, they
No,
really
there's,
do
yeah,
video.
there's a music video out there.
They'll start performing your songs and be taking money.
I doubt. I
Before
doubt.
they'll perform
I
their
doubt. I
own,
doubt.
they'll perform yours.
Yours before.
Their own. Anyways, you're still watching Entertainment TV live on Metro Television. We are here with Mr. Drew. We're going for a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll talk about the new single, Tomorrow, its lyrics, and everything that has to do with the song. Welcome back. It's still Entertainment TV live on Metro Television, and we still have Mr. Drew here. I love to mention like your full name, Andrew Nikomi Otu. Yeah, aka Mr. Drew. Drew, tomorrow with an you see, I have the lyrics here. He said, "Forget all your sorrows, dance like there's no tomorrow. It's don't matter. Everybody get it's different." How did that one come about, and what makes this time that right time for you to drop this record?
Okay, so, like I said, I was trying to drop an EP. I wasn't finding the right song. I had the EP set, 5 songs, and I wasn't getting the right song. Then, at that point in time, the current beat, he sent me the beat. He sent me the melody as well. And then he was like, Charlie, check out. He sent you the melody. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. MOD can sing, bro.
Okay.
So he sent me MOD sent me the melody and then the beat,
Okay.
right? And then as soon as I heard it, I was like, nah, this is it. I just felt it. I felt like this is it. And then I put in the lyrics, sent it to him. It was like, Charlie, dope, dope, dope. Started planning what the release was gonna be like, the title and all that. So that's how come I have Tomorrow. But in terms of the lyrics, I always felt like I had to drop something different aside the love music that I was doing, right? Yeah. So like with this year, it wasn't a love music. Yeah, and it's been a while since I dropped something like that. So I was like, let me just drop that kind of message out there. And then that was how come I put together that lyric. Like, tomorrow, forget all your sorrows.
Yeah.
Make you no stress. Life is
Don't
too
matter.
short.
Everybody got problems.
Yeah.
Was it easy to write?
It wasn't easy. Because at that point in time, I had split with Highly Spiritual. I was trying to like re-strategize and everything. So my mind was in a very, I don't know. I wasn't in the right state.
It was like your own story you're trying to put
Yeah,
out
my
there.
own story I was trying to put out there. And so, it was kind of very important to me that I had it right.
Okay.
So, I had to put the right lyrics in there, the right message in there that people can. Because I was relating full time. Every time I was listening to it, I was like, Charlie, this be mad.
This is your story.
Yeah, so and people, I know that people can relate to, because whatever you're going through, there are thousands of people that are going through as well.
Same thing.
So, where I was mentally and then like working on the song, it just had to be right. So that was that also pushed me to write in that direction, like Charlie. Forget all your sorrows, dance like there's no tomorrow, that kind of thing.
Okay, now you go on.
When you drop a song, a track, and you are moving on to the second project you want to do, what are some of the lessons? What are some of the things, the takeaways that you make sure that you don't repeat it in the next song that you are producing or the next project? What are some of the lessons?
So usually I literally write down my process from how I promoted the song, how, like the date at which I released the song, when I started the particular activation.
Okay.
I write everything down and then we compare what worked and what didn't work.
Okay.
You understand? And then the next release you be like, okay. And that's big shout out to my new team. I like the way, because they'll literally tell you like, yo, write everything down. Even what you did today, like write it down so that the next release we can know what works and what doesn't work.
That's
for you.
good. That's
it.
Very,
I was going to
very
ask.
good.
I was going to ask if there's pressure. If there's pressure, have to leave in a place to a new place, and then Yeah, okay, or call you say like that it happened.
Because we've seen a lot of people move from a particular wing to another, and then we don't see that growth again. What is the word?
No, I've never thought of that because I've always involved myself in anything that has to do with Mr. Drew. I've always involved myself 100%, whether it had to do with sharing the music, talking to people to play the music, getting features. Basically everything that had to do with my music, I had involved myself.
Okay.
So I don't think usually stuff like that doesn't occur to me that I've left here and then I don't see nothing. It's still the same.
Yeah.
Don't get it wrong. It's still the same. Else I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Looking at your Tomorrow video,
Yeah.
one thing that came to mind is that Mr. Drew is always on point when it comes to his style. Like, it's so unique about you. Do you have somebody who styles you?
Yeah.
Or it's something you do yourself?
The style there was style, no.
The inside.
But I'm also open to working with other stylists.
Yeah.
For my video, it was my little brother Ernie, who has a clothing line, The Hood, and he put that together for me. You understand? So he did that styling. He sold everything from scratch. The trousers, the cropped suit, and all that. Yeah, he did that. Yeah. So he has been pushing me to try, new styles. And I'm wearing a lot of crop tops and all that.
And I remember the skirts. Maybe you should come back with that one.
Yeah, one day I'll do
really
like a
look good
skit
on you,
performance again. Yeah.
really
When you are
good
doing
on
your videos, how invested are you? In terms of creativity, do you leave everything to the creative director or producer to just take everything, or you make sure that your input is acknowledged?
I usually love to be in there. What's Charlie? How you they do them? Because I have a fair idea. Yeah, Charlie, how you want grade? How do you want to grade it? I know the terms. So how the lightning is? What's the storyline? What's the mood board? What are we going for? I want to know. Or I'll just suggest something like, Charlie, this is what I want we could do. Even with the panning of the camera, I wanna know everything. You get it? So me, I'm like I said, 100% in there. I learn everything from the business side to just making the thing work, on hand work. I just want to learn everything. That's how I am. So yeah.
And it looks like you're equipped to be an independent artist.
Finally,
before you even go to your final thing, one of the things I would like to ask him before you go, I see that most of the song, and one of it that I listened to before we became how it feels, you're talking about love. I see you talk about heartbreaks, relationships. Any special reasons?
Every artist loves to sing about a particular topic. You understand? It doesn't really have to do with what the person has been through. Even though the heartbreak, we all chop breakfast before at a point in our lives. Everybody has something that they love to sing about. You understand? And probably for me, it's more of the love, heartbroken. Don't call me later. Sister Mary, sweet pain. Yeah. Like it like that.
Drew, this one is the final one. From everything that you have experienced working with Ghanaian music production, be it video or sound, our quality, how appreciative are you when it comes to these people working on your music? Are we good? Are we there? Should we improve some way?
Honestly,
because you see right now, the world market, the world music market is going on a certain terrain that we need to move according to the standard. What we are doing in Ghana, are we on that level?
Yeah.
Are we getting there?
Yeah, we are. There are amazing artists that, producers. Well, they are artists too. Yeah, there are amazing producers that are doing so well, and people outside even come for them to produce for them. You get it? So, like producers like Vampire, Sam Snake,
Posse.
like Beats God. MOG,
yeah.
Master Gazi, like all these people are doing so well. DJ Breezy, even Kewa.
Yeah, the boss.
You understand? Yeah, so they're like bare people coming for them. So if they weren't good, I think that people wouldn't.
We are meeting the standard.
Yeah, we are.
Drew, any final message? Because our time is up.
And Desi has a lot of.
Wait before your messages. Final words. Anything you'd like to say? Anything you've said your plans, concerts, probably EP, and any other information before we wrap up.
Okay. I just want to say, go stream my new music. It's out there, and since this month is like Mental Health Awareness Month. I want to say, like, just take care of yourself, you know, make sure you're in the right space of mind. Don't stress too much. That's why I made the song, basically. Yeah. So don't stress too much, Charlie. Just chill, relax. Everything is going to be all right. Yeah, Charlie. Don't stress yourself, Charlie.
Andrew,
things hard.
Thank you very much for coming.
The way you said Andrew there. Like someone teacher you. Right. Okay, Andrew.
I'm forgiving you.
Like someone maths
I
teacher.
have forgiven you.
Okay, Andrew.
I have forgiven you now.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.